Hello, my name is Sister Rosalind Rosolowski, and I would like to take a moment to share with you my vocation story. That is, why I said yes to God. Well, for starters, I have to admit that my yes was not a loud, booming one. Rather, it was more like, okay, God, okay, I'll check it out and give it a try. Because you see, at that time, I was only 17 years old and a senior in high school. And my best friend Terry and I had some big plans made out for ourselves. We were both accepted to one of the best nursing schools in Buffalo. We also signed up for Peace Corps because we were then going to head out to Africa and put an end to malaria, all in the name of the famous Dr. Tom Dooley. He was great. He had great work in Africa, and we wanted to join him. He put us on fire, and we also became adventurous and probably quite a bit idealistic. But we were 17. Well, everything was going our way. In fact, plans were quite well. Well, they were well until God stepped into my life, and then things started to get messy. I started having thoughts, some strong thoughts, that God was calling me to become a sister. At least that's what I was imagining. But then I thought, no, just dismiss it. It's just something that probably everyone thinks of before they start looking at some serious blood questions. And then I kept telling myself, it'll go away. Maybe if I pray hard enough, God will get the message. He's got the wrong person. He's tapping or knocking at the wrong door. However, no matter what I tried, it just wouldn't go away. So what I realized was, as strong as my resistance was, God's calling me to become a sister was just a lot stronger and more persistent. My high school offered different retreats for different high school students. A lot of my friends went. It was done on a weekend. And they would come back to school on a Monday, floating on cloud nine. A lot of them encouraged me to go on one. So I remember saying this to myself, well, I need to settle this idea of God calling me to a convent once and for all. So perhaps, maybe I'll do it. However, no luck. Needless to say, there was no cloud nine feeling for me on that Monday when I returned. But nevertheless, something that did happen that weekend. After a while, I kept sensing that my inner plates were starting to shift in my heart and in my mind. And then I realized there was only one thing left to do, and that was to join the convent, but to prove God was wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I did that. It was in that summer I joined the convent, and I have to admit, I was quite amazed. After a few weeks, I started to see that the convent was not exactly how I imagined it to be. It was better. I always said I just wanted a simple life and meaningful work. Well, I found it there. I really enjoyed living with a group of sisters of different ages, personalities, family backgrounds, and enjoying all the different life stories from each other. And there we were, praying and trying to live a life of poverty, chastity, and obedience. Was it easy? Oh no. However, I felt peace, and I really felt at home. And the meaningful work, that one got into play as well. No, I didn't become a nurse. I started off by becoming a teacher in some rural areas, but also my best times were in the inner city of Buffalo. I volunteered a lot at Campus House, which was a shelter for runaway and homeless teenagers. I worked at soup kitchens. I also became a house manager and a caregiver for what would be now called a B&B. It was a hospitality house for family members and friends who were from out of town and were visiting anyone incarcerated at one of the nearby prisons. And I have to say, it was probably this that led me for the next 30 years and counting to become a prison chaplain at a maximum security facility. So you see, life does have its surprises. And probably my surprise was, as much as I thought I was putting one on God and proving God wrong, at the same time, God was really holding the trump card, so to speak, and slowly, with his great love and patience, he proved me wrong. That's right, he proved me wrong. And that has made all the difference in my life and with each yes that I make. So yes, now my yeses are loud and booming because of this wonderful experience with God. So all I can say is trust in God, and all shall be well, and all shall be well. My prayers are with you till my last breath. So God bless, and go Pels.